Good morning, ladies and germs. I have some bad news for you guys today. I lost my funded accounts. I don't know where it went. I put them one place, woke up the next day, and I just lost them. Don't know where they went. No, I'm kidding. I lost my funded accounts because I traded like an ass, and I hit the trailing threshold. Those drawdowns are a bitch. Poor risk management, absolutely no excuses. It was just poor risk management, just one of those like an amateur errors that you do. So I lost those funded accounts, but the good news is there's always the good news. There's always a silver lining. The good news is that Apex has an 80% off Labor Day sale going on. So I managed to pick myself 2 fresh new accounts. 50K accounts, we go again, guys. I am very disappointed, actually. I'm very disappointed for losing those funded accounts. I know what went wrong. It's not necessarily the trades that I take. It's always been the risk management, and it's always been the um, how can I say, the not give a fuck attitude. Impatience on the trades, etc., etc. There's just so many little things that I could be doing better as a trader, and I'm upset. I'm disappointed because I went pretty. This was a good account to keep. These 2 funded accounts were pretty good to keep. I had a pretty decent buffer on them, but unfortunately we hit the threshold before we were able to create a bigger buffer on that account. That being said, we do go again. I will make a few changes moving forward to the way that I trade. I think one of the changes that I will be making, one of the more important changes that I will be making, is I will be keeping a little bit like a notepad somewhere on the top, somewhere where you guys can see, somewhere that doesn't take too much space. I will try to make it as unintrusive as I possibly can. What I could do is I could just create a text on the screen, and then I can update that text. So something like this, I will create one and I will update that text. And what we will do is we will create a sort of risk management plan together. Kind of tell myself or tell ourselves that we won't lose a certain amount of dollars per day, and if we hit that limit, we are done for the day. And I think that is the best way to go about it, because if you're losing a certain amount of dollars per day and you continue trading, you don't necessarily respect your rules, you don't necessarily respect yourself, and it's unacceptable to be losing these funded accounts, especially when you've been doing so well. I will admit, and I don't want to put blame, but I will admit that I have been trading poorly while on stream, and I typically make money when I'm not on stream. So that is something that I need to get used to. Typically, when I end the streams at noon, and then if I see a trade sometime in the afternoon and I take that trade, I pretty much, or I almost always do well. And I think there is this pressure that I am on stream and I have to perform very well and I have to make money, etc. And I think that pressure kind of decreases my performance. Um, I also missed this fucking trade over here. I thought maybe the bounce off T+2 would have been better entry, but 90. My God, I missed it by 2 points. I missed this trade by 2 points. And this is the shit that happens, guys. But it is what it is. This is a new day. This is a new me. Not really. But I am attempting to be a new me. And yeah, let's work on this together. I just need to trust my risk management, guys. That is it. That's all I need to do. I want to do a test with you guys later on. When I'm about to close the stream, what I will do, I want to do a little bit of a test with you guys to show you the importance of risk management, the importance of these funded accounts and getting stopped out, and the way they manage, or the way they force us to manage our risks. I just want to show like a very quick exercise I want to do with you guys. And you'll see the benefits and the importance of how powerful it is. I showed this on stream a while back, but I'll do it again just in case if there's anybody watching later on or whatever. But for now, let's stick to our plan. And we might get a bid here. We might get this to pick up, but I don't know if we're gonna actually have this come down to 90 again. I do like 85, but why would we? See, the thing is that I don't want to put a bid here at 85 because we'd already bounced off of 90. So why would we come back? I mean, it's very possible, but why would we? Why would we test 92s just to pick that 85 and then go up? I think this trade is already done, and I think now you should be looking at ways to get in on this entry. So, that being said, let's be a bit more patient, guys. Let's not fucking click around. And I know I say let's as if I'm including you guys in it, but I'm just talking about myself here. It hurts, guys. It hurts. I'm telling you, it really hurts. You work so hard, and then you see yourself blow it all away because you work hard, but you work stupidly. Well, we missed this trade, that's for fucking sure. Straight bounce off POC. I want to see what we end up doing. Value seems to be up down here. However, let's keep in mind that this is still pretty bullish considering that yesterday value was down here. So let's see what the market tends to do today. Overnight. Sorry, let's do the old rectangle. Yeah, 85 was the perfect bid, guys. 85 would have been the absolute perfect, even lower, but 85 would have been the perfect bid. We did miss that trade. But whatever, it is what it is. We missed a pretty solid trade too. I could have taken one trade and be done with it. 85 was a perfect trade because it is the midpoint of this overnight consolidation, and it's T+1 and it's T+2. The number of confluences on this in this zone is just too much. Too much! So yeah, that trade is missed. Let's see if we can get into another opportunity. There's midpoint over here, maybe a scalping trade. But you know what? Every time I keep saying maybe, I don't want to take maybes. I want to take sure things, or at the very least, close to sure things. So wait for a pullback. It seems to me that we're going to push higher based off of NFP. Fact that we bounced off of this swing low here. You have T+1, T+2, massive energy from yesterday. That's just, it's just continuation higher. I think big players just are buying the dip right now. So the definite way to go is to go long. You just need to watch for a shakeout, especially on Nasdaq. You need to watch for a big shakeout. Tends to happen. It's like Nasdaq's signature. If there's anybody watching, come say hi. Type in the chat, say hi, ask questions. You can ask me why I'm such an asshole and why I lost my funded accounts. I'll probably give you a bullshit answer, but I'll give you an answer. Let's interact. Let's make this fun. I like it here at 20, 24. ATR is at 30, so you go 2024, midpoint should be somewhere around here should be. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this, and then we can average into our trade at 15. Oh, I lost my funded accounts, dude. I'm really disappointed. Improper risk management, over trading, the typical usual, man. Very, very disappointing. I hit my threshold. So I'm kind of bummed about this. And I also missed my trade by a fucking point. What in the world is going on? So angry. Not really, it's okay. It's okay, life's good. Oh, it might get filled again. Can't get upset, man. Well, you can get upset. I mean, you can get upset, reflect, and then correct the errors. And so, what I want to do, I actually didn't get a chance to do this. Let me do this now. It's gonna look ugly, but I'll make it look nicer later. But the second time around, I missed it by a few points. What is this? We're gonna do something like this, alright? I don't know if this is intrusive, probably not. You put a little number up here, and then we respect it. Okay, guys? We're gonna have to respect it. If we lose $250 at any given point, at any given time in the day, we stop trading. That's it. Oh, could get picked. I think midpoint could get picked as well. Get lower. That's it. If you lose 250, you're done. You're out for the day. You're benched. No more trading. That's it. Goodbye. Do you agree on this? Can we keep this up here? Technically, it's 500 bucks, but we'll do 250 per, because I have two accounts. So we'll do 250 per account. Well, I don't know how we're going to do this. Hold on. Might get filled here on this, and then maybe get picked up. Ooh, possible. Midpoint was really the scalp. Oh no, my entries are just 1 point off. Something gets me nervous about the sell-off here. Although IB low seems to be right here. I think IB low might be better entry. Let's see though. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Quite an aggressive sell-off here. Hold on. If might have to get out of this trade just to get a better entry. Oh, get the bounce back though. Cut size on that one. Bit nervous on that trade. Yeah. Cut size on that one too. Okie dokie. Don't like that. That's fine. I think 85 would be good to pick up. Let's go 85, maybe 90, 85. Pick up, please pick up here. 85 is a better price. I like 85. Should I nitpick? Yeah, nitpick. Be picky. Be picky. You go 90. There you go. Compromise. Compromise. See if we get a bounce off here. See if this is the bounce that we get. Shake out everybody from the lows. Go up. I like the odds. I like midpoint here. I don't want this to go lower. Ooh, this is aggressive. No, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. House is on fire. We're fine. You have T+2 and you have T+1 and you have midpoint. This should hold. This should hold, guys. But it's not holding. No, it's holding. It's holding. It's bouncing. It'll never be a V reversal, guys, but oh, sell's pretty aggressive though. We want to see a reaction here by buyers. ES at the top of this range. Let's try to fucking ignore ES for now. It's like that annoying neighbor. Come on, get a reversal off of here, guys. Get a reversal off of here. Don't go lower from here. You don't want to go lower from here. There you go. It's between this volume node and this volume node, you can tell. We go above this volume node. If you go above 96, we shoot up. Maybe test 13. Definitely have support here, though. You can tell that it's struggling to come off. My trade idea is the fact that because we have so many confluence points, you get this overnight consolidation, midpoint of it, T plus 1, T plus 2. My don't want to say guess, but again, my assumption is that we build volume, we bounce off of here. Ideally, you don't even want to see it build volume. You want to see it have straight rejection. The fact that we're building volume kind of worries me. But it's not abnormal to have it build volume before it goes up. We could see T plus 1, T plus 2. It's being aggressively defended, I think, as well, though. But it's just, to what point can we aggressively defend this? All right, it seems to me, like I said, above this is quite bullish for now, right? I'm not saying we're going to reverse all the way, but NFP, man, NFP should have been a clear buy, and it was a clear buy. So I don't understand what the hell's going on. So now we're back at so it's also the fact that we're at P1, right? We're at P1, we're at T plus 1, we're at T plus 2, and we're at the midpoint. Like, this should be heavily defended, realistically. Theoretically speaking as well, this should be heavily defended. You should get a bounce off of here. If you come in and you blow straight past this, fuck it, you're wrong. Get out. You know, that's it. It is being heavily defended, I feel. Could be an accumulation of orders. Could be guys who put their stops below P1, right? Because where did we open, guys? We opened at 87, right? We came back below 87, took out the stops, absorbed the stops, and it's quite possible that we shoot up from here or we continue down, whatever. But we want to shake out a bunch of the people, everybody who went long by P1, or everybody who went long over here, and they're putting their price below P1. So another area where people could be putting their stops is below the low of the wick, right? But below the low of the wick is very aggressive or it's very conservative for a stop. So I'm not too sure if we could actually reach that point to shake people out and go. I think it should be this area. And besides, I am not putting my stop below here. So if we go below the low of the day and we go in maybe around like 65, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not waiting until we reach 233. Besides, remember new rule, guys. Can't have our daily loss be more than 250 per account. So $500 total. That's the new rule. You stick to this rule, you make your money, you become a millionaire, and it's that simple. Not really. But I will show you guys later why. And Hefe, I showed you this before. We spoke about this together, but I want to show the other people as well why it's so important to keep a daily loss and to actually respect it, to actually stick with it. Simple not even a simple mathematical like fucking example. I will show you a true, real example. You guys will be mind blown because I was mind blown. And it just got me pissed off because of how simple it was. So I want to see us test 13 here now. I think we can test 13. 313. We're back above 301. We're struggling though. We're struggling to be. We're struggling to go above here. So this could reverse off of this point. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I'm not going to scratch this trade, guys. I'm going to let this one breathe. I'm going to let this one run. If I scratch this trade, I think I'm doing myself a disservice. Because this should be the low of the day, and this should rally. This should rally. It's just we do expect there to be some resistance on the way up, right? Because you have this box here, you have this consolidation zone. We kind of broke through it. Now we're coming in it. So you're gonna have people selling, right? You're gonna have people selling at this area. Midpoint should be the bounce. There should be another bounce here at 25. But in all fairness, NFP behind you, uh, T+1, T+2 behind you, the fact that you have all of this behind you, this should be technically the low for now. And I think we go up to the very least to the POC where we have bigger players, bigger resistance up here. You can perhaps maybe get out of VWAP. Let's do that. Let's be a little bit smarter. Let's get out here at no, what am I doing? Get out at VWAP, and then you can put the order at maybe 40 if you want. I think this hits. I think 25 hits. Please, please, please. Let's do 24 because I keep missing my entry points or exit points by 1 point, so we'll do 24. Oh my god, watch me just chase this. Alright, whatever. Nobody saw that. You did not see that. You didn't see that. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Now I definitely don't want to put my stop at scratch. I don't want this to come back in the box. Maybe what you could do is you can add at 94, right? But you don't want to put save on commission, guys. Come on, what am I made of money? Let's go one point higher. No, we don't want 40. We want 35. 40 is a bit too you're trying to be too exact here. What are you, Einstein? Come on, come on. Besides, you have resistance here as well. You have big resistance here actually. Stacked and balanced. See if you can take a quick scalp trade off of this actually. Go if you get filled, great. If you don't get filled, not great. Actually, if you don't get filled, no problemo. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. You don't want that. You want to see that exact bounce off 37 and then come back down. It's like if you didn't get filled the first time and then the rotation below it was 4 points, 5 points, you don't want to keep that order in. What you wanted to see is you want to get filled first time and then come off like 10, 15 points, right? But you don't want to see it touch and then come down 4 points because it's not that big of a scalp or it's not that big of an opportunity. Because if it comes down 4 points, then you know that this move's really strong and that the rotations are not even deep enough. The pullbacks are not deep enough to say that, okay, this move might be done. Like these pullbacks are shallow, guys. Look at this. We have a 110 PNF, and these pullbacks are less than 10 points. So very shallow pullbacks. Very, very shallow pullbacks. Let's try a 1.5 PNF. See 5 points. Yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough. 5 points, right? 5 points seems to be good. Try 1.8 PNF. You'll still see, I predict you still see the long bar. See 1.8 PNF. You still see a long bar with 1.8 PNF, which means these rotations are not even, these pullbacks are not even 8 points deep. How about we do this? Daily loss. Should we do 500 because we're doing 2 accounts? We could do that. And then the P&L for today, let's take a look. Hold on. So the P&L for today, you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see that. 221 per account. So it will look something like this. 444. Is it? Yeah. Is it? No, it's 442. $442. It kind of looks weird, right? $442 over negative 500. Oh, we could potentially test IB high here, actually, guys. Now we're getting this 10-point pullback. Getting a 10-point pullback, and it's funny to see that it found some support here at this imbalance. You have an imbalance down here. I do think that if we come all the way back down, that this is no longer valid, just because, like, why would it be valid? You're literally retracing 100% of this bar anyway, so it shouldn't be valid. However, go like this. 38% is around this zone here. So you could wait for that pullback. But I think that pullback already happened, as you can see. I think that pullback already happened. We're definitely going to test 390. And then 420 to the second extension. Yeah, so did we get out prematurely? Not really, because it was still a good exit to get out at 40, because there could have been potential resistance over here. But the trade was good. The trade was really, really good. I think what I did was I got a little bit too excited, and I took profit at 17 when I had my profit target at 25, or half of my profit target at 25. And when I saw that pullback, I was like, I got a bit nervous, and I got out at 17. But we did keep our initial at 35. Well, we brought it from 40 to 35, but we had good reason to do so. So it looks to me we're going to test the highs here. We just need to find an entry, and I don't know if these pullbacks are going to be shallow enough or deep. I don't know if these pullbacks are going to be deep enough for us to get a solid entry. We might have to chase the market a little bit. We might have to chase the market a little bit, but I don't want to chase it right now. See, right, 90 got hit, and it seems to me like we really do want to break the high of the day. But you want to see that pullback. You want to see a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a give, and I think 74 is a good entry. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't be an asshole. What are you doing? Pick me up. Fill me. Fill me. Listen, hey, fill me. Hey, right now. Fill me. Right now. Hey, talking to you. I don't know. We might get filled on this though. I think we will not. Probably not.
I'll tell you why I just did that. Because I think if we bounced off, rotation speaking, you come and you bounce off 72, and you go back up 78, and then you come back down 72. I don't like the odds of 72 holding again off that rotation. I just, for some reason, I don't. Off that same rotation, I don't. Maybe if you kind of bounce off and then come back, perhaps. Actually, that's something I need to monitor a bit more on the entry point. So like if you put your bid at 72, price comes down, rotates off 74, and then goes back up, and then comes back down a bit below, rotates back up like this, and then comes back down. Like I don't know. It's the pattern though. It has to. I have to figure out what pattern that looks like. I don't want to get technical, but let's get technical. If you guys are following. So let's say 72 is the bid, right? You have a bid at 72. Let's draw this better. Blue is your bid. Let's just say you have a bid at 72. And this is how the rotations happen. You come, rotates off 74, goes back up. But we're still at 77, right? Rotates off. Now you got picked up. 73, goes back up. Right? As long as the rotations are lower and lower, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. That's what I mean by like let's see the technicalities of this. But if the rotations are like this, 77, 74, it's not clean, I think. I don't know what I'm trying to get at here, but I can't concentrate when I have a position open. Technically midpoint, we broke it, and now midpoint would be decent long. I do like this though. I like that rotation that happened here. You saw that, guys? It picked up off 66. What ended up happening was we picked up my bid at 60. Whoa, no. Hold on. Yeah. We picked up my bid at 66. We rotated higher. We came back down to 66, and now we're back at 75. You see that? That's the rotation you want to see. The first bounce brings you somewhere around here. The second bounce brings you somewhere higher. I like seeing this. I don't like seeing this. The 66 hold. It wants to hold. Absolutely wants to hold. All right, let's see how far this rotation takes us. 77. It took us above. I think it took us to 77 before. Now it's not. It can't even take us above 75. Okay. Testing 77. I think the test is good. Test is good. We break out from here. At the very least, 90 could be a target. A bit ambitious for 90. I think 85 is a target, depending on how we get up here. Okay. Because we might want to range in this zone, because two things could happen. Yeah, either we do play the break above 90, or we go somewhere like this. So the reason, like I said, the reason I didn't like the when I now I know how to actually structure this, telling you guys this. So I had a bid at 77 and I pulled that away. And the reason why I pulled it away was because I didn't like the pattern of the rotation and how it was rotating downwards. So I don't remember exactly where we were at, but like let's just say I had a bid at 77 and then we were at around like let's just say 80, 89, right? This was our starting point. We rotate down 83, come back up to 88, come back down to 80, come back up to 84. We came back down. I think we barely tested 77, and we came back up around here, right? So at this point, I still had my bid. I pulled this bid away. I took this bid out. And the reason I took this bid out and I wanted to pull it back was because I didn't like the rotation, because each pullback was lower than the next, in the sense that, like, you come down and then this pullback up. This is pullback 1, pullback 2. Pullback 2 is lower than pullback 1. Pullback 3 is either lower or in line with pullback 2. So these types of rotations is telling me that currently, in the very, very short period, like this, in a very, very short time frame, currently right now, the market's stronger selling because of these shallow pullbacks. And this is true for a longer time frame as well, right? But now we're just looking at it from a very micro perspective, from a very rotation-based perspective. So I pulled it, and I said that maybe 66 would be the better entry, and you guys saw that it was. I think the low tick of this was 63. So I was kind of like 3 points. My MAE, my max average excursion, was 3 points on that trade, which is really, really good. I don't know if I like this. I'll wait for you guys to let me know if you kind of like this whole, like, this what you guys are seeing here, this daily loss type thing, because it looks a bit weird. Like, I guess you're positive 442 over negative. Does that make sense? I guess. But anyway, it's not even 442 now. We're moving up in this world. 294, 293. That's almost 300. Where is my math? It's almost 300 per. That's almost 600. We're 590. Is it? Well, we're like 592. Don't judge me, guys. Come on. What am I, math genius? $587. Yeah, that's what I said. I also kind of, but I don't want to limit myself to, maybe it might make sense though. The number of trades that I take in a day. So, like, maybe I can put a counter over here that says trades, slash out of 5, right? And this is trade 3 out of 5, and then trade 5 out of 5. That's it. That's my. It's either I hit my daily loss or I hit my daily trade limit. But then you're limiting yourself to the opportunities. But then you're being a lot more selective with your opportunities. And I don't know if I'm ready to give up my freedom yet. I don't know. But I do think overtrading is a big issue. And I think that if you keep yourself to like 5 trades a day, I definitely don't want to keep myself to an upper limit as to how much money that I can make in a day. I definitely don't want that. Because then I think you limit your potential. But I think I absolutely want to have a daily loss protection. And I think you can even have CR chart stop you out if you lose more than a certain amount per day. CR chart has this thing where you can do that. But global profit loss management system, loss trigger value 100, but it's weird because you're trading MNQ and I've tested this in the past. I don't know if they fixed this. I've tested this in the past, but like the way ShareChart calculates the daily P&L is very weird simply because you're trading MNQ, but each each increment is a point and not a tick. So I think they do something fucked up with the calculations where like let's just say you put 500, but it'll stop you out when you lose like 500 divided by 4 of that, you know. So like 125, right? So if you lose 125, it'll stop you out even though like 500 was like your limit. So I don't know, we could test it out, but I don't want to be stopped out of a trade. I just don't want to be stopped out of a trade to test it out. I have to read up on this. Maybe I can do it on a simulation account or something. So I think we took 3 trades today, in all fairness. If you kind of think about it. Yeah, we took 3 trades today. Took a loss on this one, so we entered here. Hold on, you think maybe no, it won't work here because I need to yeah, okay, if I put it here it won't work, but it might be clearer here. No, not really. I don't know. We got in here, we averaged in, but we planned to average in, and then I got one out at scratch. And then the second one I took a small loss on that one. So by that point we were down like 40 bucks on the account. And then we re-entered here, which was much better. I like this. This was the T+1 trade, T+2 trade, and midpoint trade of overnight, right? That was the better trade. Bada bing, bada boom. And then maybe I got out prematurely on this one on the breakout because I got scared of that pullback. I didn't like that. This one was a nicer exit. But obviously you missed this whole move. But then you kind of entered in on a pullback, right? So you entered in at the right time. You didn't necessarily chase the market as I usually do. I said no more chasing. Made some decent ticks here. Made some decent profit here. 50-50. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, made some decent profit. And then we got in half size. So we got in. Yeah, the way that because what this is showing is this is showing me both accounts, I think. Yeah, this is showing me both accounts because I have a trade copy here on ShareChart and it's showing me both of the accounts and both of the fills. And then we got out here, pullback, bit of a pullback. Yeah, I stopped monitoring this trade because we were kind of discussing rotations. Yeah, see, this target got hit. Technically speaking, when that target gets hit, what you do, nice little trick that I found. From the high to the high, and then you enter either at 412 or 405. Right? You can try that. And then that's usually for a continuation or an extension. I like that pullback actually. I like the pullback over here because if we did that fib extension from highs to highs, um, although it's not necessarily the biggest break, but let's just say you do a high to high, 410, 412 is that pullback, and that seems to be in confluence with this imbalance zone. Although I do think that this is a bit of a worry if we go below here because, well, not necessarily, but there is a player here that's bought for sure because of that high delta. No, I don't want to chase this up here. I want to wait for a pullback. This is a pull. This was one pullback, but I think this is the better pullback. You get a stacked imbalance of 2. Just 2 though, not much. The bigger the stacked imbalance, the better. Obviously. You gotta test it out though. You gotta see like how often do these stacked imbalances hold. Maybe, and then if they don't hold as much as you want them to hold, then maybe the settings that you have are too loose. Oh, just give me one sec, guys. Put myself on mute. Might have to chase a market like this. Pullbacks are going to be quite shallow. See, you only had one pull. You only had one rotation here. You only had one rotation, one pullback of 10 points, and then we continued straight up. What is this target? This is midpoint. No. Look at the higher time frame. I'm looking at it here. Weekly, the previous weekly POC was at 250, or not 250, but 12,490. So 12,500, you could say, right? This could easily go up to 12,500 today. Easily go up to 12,500. Let's see if we can take advantage of that target. It seems to be like we can make a one-to-one extension as well, right? It's a very wide initial balance, though. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's a 100-point initial balance, but all things considered, NFP day for an initial balance to be this wide kind of makes sense. So let's not call it a range day just yet. All right, getting a bit of a pullback here. Monitor this. Pullback meant fuck all, guys. It's a strong up market. There's a big squeeze going on, and it's normal. I mean, we have been selling off for quite a while. I'll remove this level here. So how do we trade this? Right? Must be asking, how do we trade this? Do we just chase into the market? Sometimes you should. Sometimes you should chase into the market. I don't want to chase into the market. But like, let's quickly analyze this. Like the amount of volume that's being built, 15,000, 10,000, and it's like aggressive buying, guys. Aggressive buying. It's not even, these are high delta. High delta. It's not low delta. This is actually high delta. Aggressive buying, right? Stops being taken out, but a lot of um, a lot of active buying, by buyers. I don't know how else to say this. You have selling that comes in here, gets absorbed, and then you have blue on the top, right? The selling gets absorbed because we think it's going to go lower. We go higher, stops get taken out. You see buying, and then more buying as well. More selling comes in, right? Aggressive selling. Market doesn't even flinch. Gets responded with buying, right? Market stops selling at this point. Stops get taken out. Massive volume. Aggressive buying met with aggressive buying at highs. Buying at highs. Buying at highs. If you're buying at highs, ask yourself why there's buying at highs. Whether there's two things why we're buying at highs, because number one, we might actually want to be buying at highs. Number two, because we need to buy at highs. If you need to buy at highs, it's because you're stopped out, because you're short, and the only way that you have to get out of your trade is to buy. And where are you going to put your stops? You're going to put your stops at highs. I don't think we get pullbacks, guys. I really don't think we get pullbacks. If you do, the pullback should not be shallow. You need to put tight stops on days like today. Even if you're going long, you need to put a tight stop, because you can always re-enter later, right? Don't go long here and put your stop down here because you think that, well, it's clearly an uptrend and so price is going to come my way eventually. No, because we've had this sort of dynamic where We're barely getting any pullbacks. The moment you get a deep pullback, you need to get out and reassess. Because at the very least, you can get in at a later price. So now there's not much selling here, but we're coming down, right? Let's monitor this dynamic here. Are these bids being pulled away? No, there's an interest to transact up here. Maybe we could be building volume here. I think we build volume. POC goes up. This is just my prediction. POC shifts up, and then we make higher highs off the POC shifting up. But some days when it's so strong, you barely get the POC. The POC doesn't even get a chance to build over here. ES is the same thing. POC is still down here. Market's up here, right? VWAP is going higher. Like, we are significantly far from VWAP. I hope people are not trying to short this thinking that we can retest VWAP for like a mean reversion. I think we're quite far from VWAP, and we've built quite some energy here for us to simply want to, sell off. But it's possible, and that's why I'm saying if you see if you see a deep pullback, get out of your trade, because you haven't seen deep pullbacks throughout this whole move. The moment you get a deep pullback, why are you going to hold on to that trade? Get out of your trade, reassess, get back in later. Where do I like this long? Where do I like this long? I think this is going to be, I can predict it. I think this right here, 2440, 2445, 12, what am I saying? 2440, 12440, 12445. Around here will be the new POC. You can be buying around here simply because it's developing. You can see that it's developing, right? You don't want to be preemptive, but you can say with a certain degree of confidence that this will be the new POC. I can't even see. How far is this? I don't know how far this is. I can't even see the volume node over here, but you could tell second POC would have been here, third POC would have been here. We seem to be building volume up here. You can see this. This little volume node. This could be the new POC at around 12440, between 440 and 445. This would have been the second POC, right? So you can see that we're building volume higher. I still consider this a second POC simply because, like, how many contracts? What's the difference between this POC and this POC in terms of contracts? I don't know, 100, 200. It's insignificant, right? So you can still consider that a POC. Just watch. I'm telling you guys, this will turn into a point of control. Curl back down. I like these prices. There's a low volume node here. I think 27 is a good area to go long. 23, 27. See if we get picked up here. Please get picked up. I don't want to chase this. I don't want to chase this. I don't want to chase this. But did we test? No, we tested 28. All right, that's fine. Get picked up on half size. 20, you could add on 20. I think 20 would be decent because you have this volume, this pocket of volume, right? You get this P-shaped profile, breakout, and then you get a P, right? So technically speaking, you don't want to see the price go down below here, because if it goes below here, then everybody up here will start panicking, and then we start to get in a zone where we're just trading in this range, and then we're waiting to see if we break it to the downside or we break it to the upside, right? And then you get stuck in this range. You don't want to get stuck in a range, right? You want to get out of that, right? You'd likely just want to get out of that, reassess. You go long here instead, go short here instead. But yeah.
This will turn into the POC right now. No, now. No, now. I'm kidding, guys. But it will. It will. It will. It will. I'm telling you. I think it will. I don't know. I don't know. Like where. So we built more volume than this second POC. I cannot see. I cannot see where this volume stops because of this stupid line. Whatever. Whatever. Let's consider that the new POC because it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be exact. Like you don't have to see the print up here for confirmation. Um, unless there's no volume here, then you can't really consider this a POC. But if the volume, if the amount of volume up here is very similar or close to the volume down here, then you can consider this the POC, the new POC for sure. Because think about what would happen. This POC gets printed here now, right? This is new POC. What would happen? Value area. Yep, there you go. Just happened. Value area shifts up. There's more. You know what I mean? Like essentially we just left behind a big buying tail. We told the market, fuck you. We want to push higher. We have no interest in trading down here because we just showed you we have no interest in trading down here. We built volume on the way up. Volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, right? These are signs that we want to trade higher. Now, if we curl back down, then that's a second big fuck you. Ooh, get in here. I like this. I like these odds here. However, if we come down aggressively, not a very nice sign because of all this volume up here that these guys are going to want to unwind, and then what's going to happen, like I said, is you're going to be filling up this gap. You're going to be ranging between here and here, undecided on what you want to do, right? And then you're simply waiting for a break higher or a break lower, and then you're stuck into that range. So that's interesting that the POC shifted up and we sold off. That doesn't happen too often. It's like we waited for the point of control to go up, and then we just decided we're going to sell off. I don't know why. I don't know why. Unless buyers, they got their fill and they're taking profit, and then don't know, maybe there's no liquidity up here to take profit from. But this is quite aggressive, and it is nerve-wracking because you don't want to see that, guys. So ES is at the initial balance. Can we take a bid off of IB? Perhaps. Let's see if that could happen. Keep an eye out on ES. Yeah, I don't want to see this curl back lower, guys. Get nasty. Ooh, VWAP, man. Maybe people are thinking VWAP is the trade here. Massive shakeout, though, guys. This is a massive shakeout. It's like you got so much volume up here that the market decides, you know what, we need to shake people out. A lot of imbalances on the way. Might have to get out. If we retest this, I think I'm gonna scratch the trade. Yeesh, yikes, 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 yikes. You don't like this. You don't like to see this. That's annoying. Just like that, our day is wiped. Just like that, the day is wiped. What a sell-off, man. You think that the POC being up there would cause the value to shift higher. I know, dude. What the hell, this fucking market. My mistake was not that I adding here was fine, but my mistake was that I didn't put my stop very tight. I thought that you could reverse, but the moment we went below 420, I should have just gotten out. That was a bad error on my part. The moment you got below 420, you see the stops, all the stops just got taken out here. Just get out, that was a bad error. POC's back down here now. I still like VWAP. I still like the VWAP trade higher. We're still technically fine. This rotation is good to see here. Quite aggressive, guys. I think we got to retest off of here. A sell-off like this, you catch a lot of people with their pants down. I don't think you give them a chance to get out of their trades, and I think it's either that, yeah, it could be a big player. It could literally be a big player deciding I'm not going to buy anymore and I'm going to wait. I'm going to shake people out to start buying again here. We said this could happen, but the worst part is that I said this could happen and I didn't respect my stop loss. Now we wait for that pullback for a short continuation. Go any higher, I have to get out of that trade because you're expecting a short continuation, not a straight V reversal. Funny how VWAP was exact on this one. But ES still hasn't hit its VWAP, so I like this pullback though. This pullback was really good. To get in on this pullback, we were onside almost straight away. Let's go try to get rejected off of this for continuation back down. At least a retest off 68. If we come back down here at 68, I think we go lower for sure. I think if we reverse this up bar, we go lower. A lot of volatility happening right now because people. I think this was unexpected. This was unexpected by a lot of people. So now you have a lot of trapped traders up here that are looking to get out of their trades. Could cause further capitulation down here. Very, very possible. Midpoint held pretty well here on Nasdaq though. Let's see. Let's wait this out. Yeah, it's V recoveries are rare. They don't happen that often, so you can fade this V recovery, but at some point you do need to get out of it if you're holding it on for too long. V recoveries are rare simply because because of the fact that you have a lot of these traders that will start to provide resistance, because if you get in here, you're not necessarily looking to hold for a full V reversal. You'll because like every little pullback after that, you're looking to sell to get out of your trade. So it provides more resistance to go up, which fuels a further downtrend. That's why V recoveries are rare, but they do happen. Like, I'm not saying that it will not happen. They do happen. It looks like it wants to do a V recovery. Son of a gun. 90, right? This is that rotation here. Value area high. Could be a trap for buyers though. We go back below 90. I think if we go below 90, it's a good sign because of this rotation. 1, 2, 3. We go back below 90. You can easily see us retest that low of the rotation. But it seems like 90 is holding. Like for some reason, 90 is holding. So you got to watch out for that. Big head fake on this, right? Rotation. We came out. We came back in. And now we could probably push higher. Big head fake. That's it. I'm done for the day. Absolute fucker. We went from positive 500 to negative 500. Negative 600, really. We went from positive 600 to negative 600. Gotta respect it. That's it. I said I would, and I will. Nasty, man. That is nasty. All right, that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna have to call it a day. Quite a disappointing day, I'm not gonna lie. Had a very, very good trade, held it on for too long. Seems to be the theme with me is that I hold on to my trades too long, or I don't put a stop loss in place, and I just have to, and I tap out. So what ended up happening right now is we are literally hovering between the last stop and here, so you can probably see a range that will happen, right? Trying to fill out the volume between the POCs here and here, before we make a move higher perhaps, or just continue to capitulate lower. So quite fucked up. My entries are either on point or way too far out. Definitely need improvements there, but that's it. I'll take the weekend off to reflect, come back fresh. But I do feel optimistic because we now have this daily loss that we're putting up here, and so have to respect that. And it's very important that we respect that, because that will keep us in the game in the long run. And that's it. All right, take it easy, guys. I will see you all on Monday. I don't know if there's trading on Monday, but I will see you all when there is trading, maybe Monday or Tuesday. That being said, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and we come back stronger. See you guys.